Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players podcast, Game Week 6, with your host Matthew Chan, the secret author Tony Buxton.
Good evening, everyone.
And the loser of the Chan Derby, but he's got a nice haircut to look fresh for it, to make himself look pretty.
I've heard you've been there as well today. Yeah, good evening, everyone.
I feel like I've deserved it, you know what I mean? He's got to look fresh.
You had to mention that straight away, didn't you?
Yeah. How's it going for everyone?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got beat by yourself. I done okay, to be honest. Okay, I'd say. I think I got 67 minus 4 points, so yeah, not too bad, yeah.
Tony?
Absolutely brilliant. Blinding. Smashed both people in both leagues. Flying. Couldn't be better.
Tell you what, makes such a big difference after you get a win on here. I mean, that was it. The Chan Derby. It was a bit of sibling rivalry. It was a bit of mind games from myself, to be honest. I mean, putting on Facebook and Twitter saying I faked that. Oh, I'm going to put Son as captain. I even bluffed last week on the podcast saying, oh, I'm not going to touch double Spurs. I'm not spending that much money on Kane and Son. Bang, Captain Kane, 32 points. See you later. Sayonara. Arrivederci.
Yeah, well, I think the majority of it was quite close, wasn't it? Until Fernandez, when he missed that penalty, I thought, I tell you what, I'm in a good position here. Then obviously he went on and got another goal and assist, and I was like, I'm, it's a bit of an uphill battle for me. And then I think once Kane scored, it sort of just sealed the deal really, and I just got my head around that I'd been beaten, to be honest. So, but yeah, it was all mind games from yourself.
Yeah, it completely was, and right into the kickoff, I even wildcarded as well. So he's a bit of the, he's the results first of all. So there it is, 89-63. Tony Buxton as well gets a nice win, 75-64. And it's made for pretty reading in this league, actually. I mean, there's been Tony, unbeaten, 105 games, joint top each. I'm slightly ahead on, 17 points. 17 points more than him, 343 to 326. So Tony's going really well, isn't it, for you in that league?
Yeah, I've been a little bit lucky a couple of the weeks as well to come down to like a certain player that I need to perform. Like, I think I was praying on Pope to get the clean sheet this week against Reece in that league, and he ended up getting 11 points. It was like the old Pope as well, where the bonus system just proper like benefits him, because obviously they're a team that are like a 1-0 or a 0-0, so the keepers usually get the free bonus. Went from doing absolutely nothing to 11 points this week, which gave me the edge over Reece.
Yeah, I think he was due a good game, wasn't he? I mean, a lot of people had Pope. 5.5, he's one of the more expensive keepers. Maybe it's fair based on he was the highest scoring keeper last year, but, for Burnley and, they're struggling this year.
Yeah, I only kept him for that game. Like, I couldn't keep him for much longer, but I thought, why take the minus when they're playing? Was it West Brom?
Yeah, West Brom.
Yeah, so I just thought, leave him for that, see if we can get me something, and then get him out. Because I'm not gonna keep him because of how poor Burnley are. It's not worth it.
Exactly. And so, first of all, we're going to my team here. Here we got 89 points. Just read it out. So we've got McCarthy for 1, Mitchell 1, Robertson 6, Size 7, Rodriguez 4, Salah 7, Fernandez 11. Very late in the day. That was good, wasn't it, Ryan?
Nah.
Nah.
Son 13, Brewster 1, which from our tip of the week. Bit unlucky, he did start on the bench, but Calvert-Lewin 6, and then Kane 32 as captain. And this is a bit of my dilemma actually with the captaincy. Is I had it in my head 3 weeks ago, I'm going to go for Salah. He's got 2 home games, Sheffield United at home and West Ham. But now Kane's had that big score. He's in good form. He's got 16 the last 2 games. I mean, maybe you feed the hot hands. Maybe you don't need to change a winning formula.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just keep it on Kane. I mean, Kane, I read a stat, he's got 7 goals against Burnley in his last 4 games.
Right.
But then on the flip side, Salah's 58 games at home, 50 goals, 20 assists.
Yeah, I
What do
think
you
that's
think?
it. It's, I mean, the form which Salah was in, well, since he joined Liverpool, especially at home, is just phenomenal, isn't it? And you just think that he can definitely, he can grab a few goals. It does look quite a favourable game. Sheffield United haven't started off very well, so yeah, I suppose it is it's a good choice to have, but yeah, one that'll definitely give you a headache.
What do you think, Tony? Stick with Salah, stick with Kane, or go for your friend?
Stick with Salah. It's against Sheffield United, and although Tottenham are playing like a poor side themselves, but I can see Salah getting like a hat-trick here. And if you have him captain, mate, it's already won, isn't it? That's my advice. I'd stick with Salah.
Well,
I think I think another thing is that it sort of depends on your opponent as well. It depends on whether your opponent's got Salah, whether your opponent's got Kane, and how you're going to sort of play it. So I suppose it is tactical in that sense and head-to-head as well, isn't it?
Well, that's it. You know me. I've been looking at people's teams beforehand. Liam Taylor, it's a big game, very big game.
All right,
he's got Salah and Kane.
Right.
So it's either or. And it's a bit of a chess match, really. I don't want to reveal my hand a bit too much.
Yeah.
I can try and outthink what he's going to do, and he might try and outthink what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But I've just maybe got to play it how it is. Maybe I should just stick with Kane, who's doing well. I mean, a big factor of what we're going to talk about. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Big factor of what we're going to talk about. The news that hit home today. James Rodriguez, and he was like a differential in that game for me. And now he's injured. He's a doubt.
Yeah,
that's it. What am I going to do with the transfers? I mean, I was talking to Tony. Tony was thinking of just sticking with it because he's already took a few points. And I think I might have to ride it out because if I take him out, he comes back the week after. I can't afford to get him back in.
Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat, so I think I'm actually going to keep with him and hope that he's literally out for just this game week, and then hopefully he's back next game week. But yeah, I'm in the same boat. I won't be able to get him back if I ship him out, so he's staying for me.
Yeah, I would not take him out. What if it was like Son? What if he ends up playing? I'm not even putting him on my bench. He's staying in my lineup. Like, what have I got to lose if he doesn't play? I'm not risking it. Like, I'm leaving him on my starting lineup just in case. And obviously, he's probably not going to play because it's like saying he's had like a bad knock or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he comes off and my next player goes. I would not get rid of him, especially if you have to take a minus for it as well. It's quite punishing. Just leave him.
Yeah, I mean, most likely I probably will. I mean, I've got Brewster and Justin. I think I've just got to take a gamble on one of them getting 2. Might even take a gamble on Justin keeping a clean sheet against Arsenal, but I'm not counting my chickens.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just either stick with Kane, either stick with Salah, because I noticed last year my best captaincy was when I just left it on someone who was in form. Twice that happened with Vardy and then Bruno after lockdown. I think Vardy got me 124 points in 8 games, which is like 15.5 points as a captain.
Yeah.
And then with Bruno, he got 118 in 7, which averaged about 16.86. So maybe, Tony, you're onto something. Maybe it is just continuity. Leave it on the same captain.
Yeah, definitely. I've been telling this for weeks. I'm right. I'm never, ever wrong. I'm always right. And I'm definitely right about this. So just same captain every week. Imagine against Sheffield United, it's got to be an absolute smashing. And think of those points Salah's going to get as captain.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think I will. But then, yeah, this Rodriguez thing has got in my mind a little bit, and now I'm relying on others. And captaincy is going to be key this week.
Yeah, Rodriguez is tricky. It's devastating to my plan against Harry, the big dog of the Pride League. He was my little weapon against him because he doesn't have him, and obviously on his day, Rodriguez can get you up to like 18 points. Him going out is, I'm suffering. I don't really have a new tactic in mind yet, if I'm honest.
I think all three of us are in that sort of dilemma, aren't we? That we've all been affected by Rodriguez' injury. I'm the same. well, definitely in one of my leagues, the person who I'm playing, Toby, I think we've got quite similar players. And apart from, I think it was sort of like, as far as matchup goes, it was like Rodriguez for me, and then he's got Zaha, and then the fact that he's injured, Rodriguez injured, just like, it's a big blow. I'm not going to lie, it is a big blow.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to have to bring Podence in. That's my only option, really. But I have a little bit of hope because obviously they're playing the Geordies and they've kept a few clean sheets, Wolves. Now, maybe they're getting a bit more up for it. Maybe he might get a few points, but that is literally all I can do.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. Obviously, you can see from my team, I played the wild card there. Some might say it's a bit of panic, but the reason why I done it was because of price volatility. Prices are going up and down so much. If I didn't do this wild card to do Son and Kane, Rodriguez, DCL, I wouldn't have been able to afford him. So, for example, before this week, Son was at 9.2. So he went from 9.0 to 9.2. He's now at 9.3. Kane's now at 10.8. DCL is up to 7.8. Rodriguez is up at 8.0. Had I waited another week, would not have been able to afford these transfers, this team whatsoever. So, on the topic with transfers, what sort of managers are you? Do you wait patiently throughout the week, or do you transfer early to catch price rises?
I think in previous years, I've waited usually till Friday. I've waited until the managers do the press conference, they come out and then they give details on players with injury and stuff like that. But this year, I've tried to focus a little bit more on to getting the price rise and thinking about team value. So I think the majority of my transfers this year have came soon as the game week's finished. I'll quickly put them in. And to be fair, it has worked well. I think my team value is 101.9. I think I've got like 0.2 in the bank, which isn't too bad. But I think it also depends on other stuff as well. So you've got like midweek cup games, like Champions League games. If it's like midweek games, obviously then, you can get more injuries in that. And then I also think it depends on, say if the player went up by 0.1 overnight, whether you could still afford them or not. I think for me, if the player went up by 0.1 and you can't afford them, I always think just do it straight away and just don't take the risk and just go for it.
What about you, Tony?
Yeah, he's literally covered it all, hasn't he, Ryan? Like that's the crack. I try and wait patiently just because I have the fear of how many games they're playing with the Europa or the Champions League when the international breaks are on. Obviously, the training on top of that and playing Premier League games. There's always the risk of the injury, exactly like what just happened with Rodriguez. If people have already made the transfers and took the minuses, and now this has happened, like someone I know might be me. And then opposing that is the price change. Your plans can crumble if you haven't done it quick enough. So I haven't been on the receiving end of that yet, where I've wanted a team and I went for them and the price has changed, but I know plenty of people have. So I'll probably keep playing it patiently until I suffer that, I think. But it's a bit of luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both ends of that, it's a bit of luck.
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, my transfers this week, I've just done them as soon as the game week ends, and it's only literally affected me the game week just gone, where, obviously De Bruyne got injured during the international break, and I'd already transferred Son in before that. I'd taken like -4, and then I just thought, it's a bit of bad luck. But as you say, I could have really waited until later on. But it's the sacrifices you're willing to make, isn't it? It's just the transferring early you're taking.
I say it kind of depends what type of player you are, because a lot of people are patient. I like waiting until Friday, hearing all the press conferences, getting all the injury update. When Rodriguez, if they wait now, you can easily replace him with Grealish or Zaha or whoever you want. Same with De Bruyne last week. If you waited till the Thursday or something before, you would be able to do that. However, I'm not one of them players. I think I've got to do it, and I hate being out by 0.1 because of a price rise because I wasn't assertive enough. Yeah. Same with the wild cards. As soon as that week ended, I could have waited 2 weeks, But I thought on Monday, right, I'm hitting it now, doing my transfers, and I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
It can cause an obsession because, you know, had I not done it, I would have been checking it all the time. I would have been at work. I would have been checking it, saying, oh, how many more transfers have been now? Oh, 500,000 for Son. I'll be panicking. And then, oh, how long can I wait? How long can I wait? Nah, just bam, get it done. I'll take the match if I have to. But
I think it's good as well, though. I feel like the price change this year being so frequent that, during the national break, if you do it early, say you got Son in at the start of the national break, by the end you could have went up by, I don't know, 0.2 or something like that, and you're getting the benefit for, I think 0.1 for that. So yeah, it is good. It's just as I say, sometimes it can bite you in the bum if your players get injured and you have gone early.
Depends what you don't mind, you know what I mean? Like, I think all three of us don't mind taking a -4. But others are a bit tighter with the points and, you know, not willing to do that. Depends what your mindset is, really.
Yeah.
I took -4 3 weeks in a row now, -4.
Yeah. It's the first time I've done this last game, actually. First -4.
Yeah. I've done it 3 weeks. I'll do it every week. I'm comfortable. I'm happy in myself. I reckon I can still beat people with -4.
Yeah. Confidence there.
Love it, man.
How much do you reckon you lose points per year? Because I'm sure last year I lost about 80 points. No, probably more, actually. And I've lost 100 the year before that, easy, just taking -4 and -8.
Yeah, last year loads. I had 3 mental breakdowns throughout the season where I took -32 and completely revamped my team. So probably in the 200s for me last year.
Yeah, I don't think I'm quite as bad as you two, but I'm not afraid to take a -4. Yeah.
Funny you should mention that, actually. Dave was on like a few weeks ago and he said, "Oh, my opponent, he likes taking -4, -8," and he wasn't wrong this week. He's took -28 there, 8 transfers.
God.
Who's he played?
One of my mates, Robbie from uni.
Wow.
He wildcarded the week before, done very poor, and then.
Oh, he's had a mental breakdown, hasn't he? He felt right off.
He took a gamble on Rafinha and Bale there, you know, literally just came to the Premier League and he's put them in straight away. It is a big gamble, but I mean, he's got 70 overall, which is a decent score. He's quite, I mean, he had Kane as captain, but even still, I mean, -28 is just over the top, isn't it?
I love that. Brilliant. I respect it.
What's happening though? He's that far behind. I think he's taking gambles to find like a differential. Oh, I'm going to get Bale now before everyone else does, and just hope he, you know, gets ahead of that curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what.
It's a bit as we mentioned last week, isn't it? Like whether we wanted to get Bale straight away or whether we wanted to just wait out and see how he does. Took a gamble,
Still a long time ago though. People aren't that far behind because it's only a couple of games in. You just got to muck in and get a couple of results.
Yeah.
Like I lost what was it, my first 2 or 3, and then I got a draw and then 2 wins, and you're soon back in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just time not to panic. I mean, it's only 5 weeks have gone so far. 6 weeks now. I guess tell you what, it's probably easy to say when you're actually doing well and you feel quite content. I mean, there's been times in the past where I've not done so well and I've panicked. I've done loads of transfers, tried to get like Ashley Barnes in the hope that he's going to do really well. But I mean, very content with my team, so it's quite nice. And he's your team anyway, Tony. 75 points. If you just want to read that out.
Sure, I can't even see. That's not my team, that mate. I'll read it out for you though. Right, Pope, 11 points. Saya, 7 points. Justin, 2 points. Lamptey, 2 points. Grealish, 3 points. Havertz, 7 points. Rodriguez, 4 points. Captain Salah, 14. Calvert-Lewin, 6. Danny Ings, 7. Harry Kane, 16 points. That was my team for this week. Who should we talk about first? Should we talk about Rodriguez, do you reckon? Right. So I have a bit of a problem with this with Rodriguez. I can't believe that he didn't get like a bonus point. I know he got the yellow card and the conceded, but 4 points for an assist, and he was, in my opinion, the best player on that pitch. I honestly thought he was going to get a bonus or 2. Luca Dina got an assist, the same as he did, and got 3 bonus. Like, come on, what's that about? I was really disappointed with just 4 points there. Then Havertz got his first goal again. I thought he would have got. Well, I thought he would have got a bonus as well, but wasn't it 3-3? So there's enough to go around for the other goals. Sayas, 7 points, bonus as always, and he had a goal disallowed as well. He would have been up to like 15 points again. He's one of the most vital defenders to have in your fantasy team. I think he's amazing. I think he's like still 3rd on the points, maybe even higher than that now. Yeah, God knows.
Defender, isn't he?
Oh mate, he's awesome. I'm obsessed. Then we covered Pope earlier. It was like last season with him again, getting 11 points, 10 points, 11 points. So he was great for me.
Good old days.
Yeah. And then Harry Kane, 16 points. He done well. I think that's the first time I've ever had him. I maybe had him once a couple of years ago. I can't remember. But yeah, I got him in, 2 goals and assist, fired straight up there. If I'd have had him captain, would have been, like 32 points. So overall, happy. Another win in both leagues.
And I just ask, did you ever debate captain and Kane, or was it always Salah for you?
No, it's glued in my mind. I won't be changing Salah all season.
So just really?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep it like that. I think he keeps doing the job, and like I was saying to your brother before about it, I end up changing it, and then Salah gets like 2 or 3 goals. I start like falling out myself for it. So unless he goes out injured, I don't feel the need to change him. Right. He's absolutely flying, isn't he? And then go on.
What about if he dips in form though? Because he's had like spells where he's gone 5 games without a goal. Then what?
I don't know until the time comes. I can't really comment on it. I don't see it really happening. Mm-hmm. Like maybe the odd 1 game, but I can't see it. If it does happen, then yeah, I'll 100% have to rethink it, won't I? But until then, I can't change him. I'm very content. I'm not even that reliable on him either. Like the rest of my team's doing all right. So I'm quite happy with it. One thing I was disappointed with myself on is Matty Cash, right?
I'll ask you that, Tony, as well.
I love him. I absolutely love him, right? Always talk about him.
Play him?
I didn't have the faith in him to keep a clean sheet, and he kept another clean sheet on my bench.
You've got to play him. You've got to have trust in him, Tony. You're going about him so much. You've got to be playing him over one of the defenders or something.
I know. And I don't know if you watch the Villa games, right? I think he's one of the most informed defenders in that league at the minute. He's absolutely unreal. His work rate, how fast he is, how strong he is, works for the team. Like,
and he still doesn't get a game for you.
Don't, I feel bad, don't. He might be watching this. I want him to think of me. Don't put that in his head. He's in this week. Has to be. The playing Leeds Friday night.
Yeah,
he'll be there. I reckon he'll probably get an assist against Leeds and a clean sheet on Friday night.
Captain.
Love it.
Well, that's what I think. Transfer-wise, that my next move really is Justin, because I think now I can't remember his name. Pereira, is it? Ricardo.
Yeah, Pereira.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been that long. Now he's coming back. You know, Justin's place will probably be under risk. And now I'm thinking to get Conser or something like that. He's only 4.6. Villa keeping clean sheets at the moment. Another one's Nathaniel Klein. He's 4.5. Whether he'll start, it's because Palace have got good fixtures out the next 6 games. Yeah. You only play one team with a fixture difficulty rating of 3, which is Wolves. All the rest is 2. Yeah. So it looks nice. It's all green. And then, obviously, the one, Ryan, who you've got, Kilman, 4.0, now going at 4.1.
Yeah, he has gone up, yeah.
We'll just go on to your team now. So, anyway, you didn't even end up playing him, did you?
I didn't play him. I had 12 points, Kilman on the bench.
He gives me stick for putting Matty Cash on the bench. And his bloke's got double points.
Yeah, but I've never mentioned Kilman, actually. I've actually never mentioned him before.
True.
Yeah, whatever.
To be honest, I mean, yeah, he got 12 points, but I actually never debated starting him once, so I wasn't like, to be honest, I wasn't too annoyed. I mean, it's good that, you know, he is playing, and the fact he's 4 mil, I mean, he's got to 4.1 now is good, and, you know, playing for a Wolves team who are keeping lots of clean sheets. But, yeah, I mean, I'm starting him this week, yeah. I'm definitely starting him. I've got to. He's played twice. He's got 9 and 12, so, you know, he's going to have to start.
That's it. That's a lot of points, that. So who are you getting rid of then in that team? Or is it Rodriguez? 5-2-3?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
Or De Bruyne?
I think it's going to have to be De Bruyne, yeah. I haven't actually made a transfer yet, but I think I'll just have to get rid of De Bruyne. You know, as I mentioned earlier, Rodriguez, I'm just going to hang fire on him. Hopefully he's just out for one game, but De Bruyne just hasn't really got going, and the fact they had, you know, 11.5 million, he just hasn't delivered. I've had him, you know, he's been on the bench and stuff like that. I've got to ship him out. He's too much money for someone to just be like sat on the bench, basically.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't get going, and obviously then the injury. I honestly thought it was just a matter of time, like just a quick click, and that's it. There you go. There's De Bruyne again with his heavy points, but it just didn't happen. I couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah, the thing about my team, I do sort of quite like it. The only thing is I'm thinking that, say my front three, so my front three is Ings, Calvert-Lewin and Maupay. I just think that the sort of type of strikers that might get like 1 goal every game or 2 every 3 games, something like that. But I don't think they're like a Harry Kane who can get sort of like a big haul and get, you know, a hat-trick or, you know, an assist on top of a goal. So I think I'm sort of ticking over nicely, but not quite hitting like the big numbers. So,
yeah,
I mean, that's my only sort of doubt in my head with my team, but I think I've got to keep him. I mean, Ings scored, Calvert-Lewin scored, Maupay, he should have scored, really. He had a good chance. He is looking threatening still. I think he, you know, as long as he is getting chances, then I'll keep him in.
Yeah, fair one.
And then
yeah, definitely. Go on.
I mean, So my first sub, was Charlie Taylor. He came in for De Bruyne. I did leave De Bruyne just in case it was another Son situation. So yeah, my first sub was Charlie Taylor. 5 points. I think it's their first clean sheet. But so yeah, and then Andy Robertson got me 6 points, and I do think he's looking very threatening going forward. I mean, they have conceded 13 goals Liverpool this season, but I think going forward, he's just looked classy. He looked good yesterday in the Champions League as well. So yeah, I think he's, you know, hopefully he'll get a few more clean sheets to go on top of his.
Yeah, he looks awesome going forward, like you said. Like he's like the more in favour, like wing back now over Trent, isn't he? Because he's just doing a lot more. He's looking way more up for it. He's flying forward. He's getting the points as well.
Yeah, he's definitely looked a lot better, hasn't he?
Yeah,
that's it. He's 0.5 cheaper as well. I think a lot of, you know, Trent was a must at the start, and now it's gone on. People are swaying towards Robertson.
Yeah, I think he's just gone up to 7.1 now, hasn't he? I think that goes with it. That I think everyone's probably been watching the games and seen that he's looked pretty threatening, or the fact that Trent hasn't looked quite at his best yet. So I think quite a few people have probably switched from Trent to Robertson.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, and then moving on, tip of the week for, well, this coming week. Obviously, you two both scored well, Kane and Rashford.
Yeah.
Done very well. I want more for an outside punt with Brewster.
Yeah.
Didn't do the business, but, you know, we, like you say, we can't all go for Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Picked the most out of form bloody midfielder in the league, and I've smashed it. What you're on about?
Right. Well, go on then, Tony. Who are you picking?
I can't remember. Hang on, I've got it written somewhere. Right.
Can't be that good then.
Tip of the week. I was just thinking about Marcus Rashford. I'm sure I had some stats for you, but I can't remember what they were. Never mind, anyway. More important things. Tip of the week this week, Jack Grealish, Aston Villa against Leeds. I just think Villa are going to absolutely pummel them, and I think Jack Grealish is looking at a goal and an assist at least.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. 7, you know, he's in that mid range price for a midfielder.
Yeah,
well. He's creating nearly everything for Villa, isn't he? Everything. He's like the catalyst of.
I think him and Barkley look very good at the minute, and they're probably
and I say him because I still haven't seen a lot of people with him. I thought more people would have him, and I haven't seen that many who have him. So that's why I've tipped him. Maybe some people get him in quick before tomorrow night. I can see him getting, like I said, with Rashford between like 11 and 15 points.
I think though that the debate is it Grealish or Rodriguez? It's one or the other, and all of us are not sure. I think we'd rather have Rodriguez.
We're all in Rodriguez boat at the minute, aren't we? I think because they're playing, because he plays for Everton, you expect them to score more goals as a whole. I think, well, with him being like such a world-class player as well, I think that's why we've all went a little bit safer in a way.
Yeah. So what about you, Ryan?
Well, this week, obviously, last week I went with Harry Kane. I went quite safe, so I went for Neil Maupay. I've just literally been going on about him.
Right.
But I mean, he has looked threatening. I've got him in my own team, and they're playing against West Brom. West Brom at home. So, well, like Brighton are at home. West Brom conceded 13 goals, joint most with Liverpool this season, which is a bit of a mad stat. So yeah, I've gone Maupay. I think, as I say, he's looked good. A little bit unlucky to not score last game, but so yeah, I'll go.
I think he'll probably score. I think the game will be quite open because Brighton conceding a lot, but also towards the start, especially, they were scoring a lot as well. I reckon it'll be like an open game. Maybe West Brom might even score one or two themselves, but I think Brighton will win. I think Maupay will score.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's it. To be honest, I've been quite impressed with Brighton, with their build-up play and chance creation. Against Palace, they made so many chances. Yeah. It's just a matter of tucking them away. I guess at the end of the day, it's best to have them chances and get in the right position. Or, being a team that creates a lot of opportunities. It's just a shame, obviously, you couldn't take them. So maybe we'll bounce back this week against West Brom.
They should do. They were a really exciting side at the beginning. They've got all right players like Solly March, Basuma, Trossard, I think's good. They just need Dunk, like the best player, to stop scoring on goals and getting sent off all the time, and they'll be fine.
It was like a Trev Golden side, wasn't it?
Yeah, mad. I don't know what's the matter with him. He's quality as well. But go on then, Dan, what's your tip this week?
Well, you actually mentioned him, but I didn't want to. I saved my stats for all this. Andy
Matty Cash. Go on, say Matty Cash. Go on.
Go on. Andy Robertson. Right.
Go on then. Sheffield United at home. Easy clean sheet. They're playing the lowest scorers in the league. Sheffield United only scored 2. Yeah. Liverpool, best team in the league. Should keep a clean sheet there. He's getting 22 penalty area touches, 4 shots in the box. He's had a lot more big chances than Trent.
Yeah.
He's just getting in dangerous areas, like you're saying, in that Champions League.
Yeah.
In the Premier League last week, Everton, he just looked dangerous going forward. He's on set pieces as well. It seems a lot more with corners and free kicks. Got the assist last week for Mane. Won a little 45 pence bet of 5p.
Oh, you shouldn't have even mentioned that. It's embarrassing.
But yeah, my tip of the week, Andy Robbo.
Yeah, I mean that is a good shout. I mean, the kid kept the clean sheet midweek against Ajax, but I mean that Virgil van Dijk injury, you don't know how that's going to affect Liverpool at the back as well. They might concede they probably will concede a lot more now. So, but
I've heard Matip. I didn't watch the game. Did he get injured or get a slight knock last night?
He didn't even start.
No, Gomez and Fabinho.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I must have heard this, like, he had a slight knock in training. But anyway.
I think he did. I think it was like the day before, something like that anyway. But I mean, Fabinho, he done class Fabinho yesterday.
Yeah,
cleared off the line.
Yeah, goal line clearance as well.
Yeah, he's awesome. He can do that job.
Right, and then we'll just touch on the Stanhope Cup. He's a league. 2 Geordies out on top, 15 points, 5 wins in a row. Steve, the champion of last year, Steve Clarkson, I think the confidence is there. He's a born winner.
Yeah.
a proven winner. I think he's flexing his stuff. Ainsley, don't know whether it's picking his luck or he's just doing really well, but he's doing really well, smashing it. Obviously, you got Harry, Trev, Liam Taylor, myself 6th, Ryan 7th, Tony down in 10th. I think this is how I thought the league would go last year. When I got a lot of our mates, I thought this is a type that would be near the top.
Yeah.
Where last year it was a mixed bag. You know, you got like Ant Wilson there in 18th. I think he's playing on Tinder too much. I think that's why he's not doing very well.
I know. I wish someone would just swipe him and go on a date with him so he could start focusing back on fantasy
right all the time.
What's it? He was going to meet a Russian, I think, down in Leeds. But I don't know.
Yeah, brilliant. Doing better than Andy.
Oh, there's Andy at the bottom there. But he plays Ryan.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. I mean,
and I've told him a wild card actually.
Oh no. I can't.
Yeah, he's been giving him tips and that. He's been cheating, man. Betraying you as a brother.
I look at his overall points, 187. Probably look at his team and think, yeah, probably should be quite a comfortable win. But the fact that he's wild carded and then got this injury with Rodriguez, it's just another setback, isn't it? And then he's had some advice of you as well. It's just another thing. So it could, you know, I'm expecting quite a tricky game.
You'll smash him easy.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think because I was watching the Liverpool-Everton game with him and Van Dijk got injured and he started talking to me about Fantasy League and then he just got the itch and started changing it and give him a few tips. So
yeah, so he secretly loves it. He just says he doesn't really care 'cause he's rubbish.
I think, it's that typical, like, oh, you don't care when you crap, but really you care.
Give it up, man. Brilliant.
It's like being crap at FIFA or, like, crap at football or just not a very fast runner or something like that. You do care, but...
You just say you don't. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, okay, I think that's all we've got time for today. Obviously, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, Everyday Plays FPL. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're also available on audio, on Anchor, and also on Spotify. Well, gentlemen, goodbye for now. See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks very much.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.